Do you want to know how to really be free of the fear and concern about what other people think of you? Not just a little bit more comfortable with it, but like truly liberated from that. If so, watch this episode. I'm going to share a powerful ninja mindset shift that's going to help you radically free yourself from that fear. Welcome to another episode of The Art of Extraordinary Confidence. I'm your host, Dr. Aziz. I wonder how fast I can say that. I'm going to see if I can say it faster and faster at the beginning of every episode, like the Micro Machines guy. And this is the show for you if you want to maximize your confidence in every area of life that matters. And nothing cripples our confidence more like being overly afraid, overly concerned about what other people think of us. Now, often when we're overcoming that, we're building our confidence, what happens is we say, you know what, I'm going to do what I want even if people might judge me. And that's powerful. That's you getting a little more control in your life. So then you go ask that person out, even if people might judge you, even if that person might judge you for asking them out. You speak up in a meeting, even though someone might not like what you say. And you kind of do it with a little bit of tension inside, like, oh, here I go. And there's some part of you that still thinks you're doing something a little wrong. It's a little inappropriate to ask that person out. It's a little dangerous or too pushy to speak up in a meeting. But, damn it, I'm going to do it anyway for my own confidence and my own life and my own growth. But there's this tension inside around it. And you're not fully free yet. And I found there's this shift to get fully free. It's like reaching some sort of terminal velocity where you can like break out of the gravitational pull of the earth, and you're fully free from it, which is you no longer think that what you're doing is wrong. And you actually start to see that huge chunks of society and the way people think and the beliefs people have, the reasons they might judge you, are not healthy, and you don't want to buy into it. So let me give you a specific example. Let's say, you're feeling anxious, and in the past, admitting that to yourself or even, other people, admitting to someone else you might be feeling anxious, you'd feel ashamed, you'd feel like, oh, they're going to judge me. But maybe you do it anyway. But what I'm talking about is this shift where you're like, well, hold on a second. So in our society, humans, an animal that is going to feel all these emotions, shouldn't feel anxious? That somehow that they're weak or bad for feeling afraid or anxious about something? Or same thing for sadness or another feeling? Really? Isn't that crazy? Or perhaps you're afraid that people are going to judge you because of something about your appearance. But maybe you take your shirt off at that pool party anyway because you're like, I'm going to do it anyway, but you're kind of uncomfortable about it. The next level of liberation is like, wow, what a crazy society we live in that, like, on the one hand, pushes like extremely unhealthy processed food for us to eat addictively. Check out Salt, Fat, Sugar, whatever the order, by Michael Moss, if you want to learn how twisted that world is. It's like being pushed upon us, and at the same time, be as thin as these like overly thin, unhealthy models. And you're like, wow, our society is crazy. I don't want to buy into that. And the same thing with this obsession of like, you got to earn more. You got to get further in your career and earn more money to be a good human, right? And it's like when we start to feel judged, oh, I'm not earning enough, or oh, I haven't excelled enough. Oh, that person's richer than me. Oh, right? And instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to accept myself anyway, you say, wait a minute, this pressure from society is crazy. And what really helped me with this is going to Burning Man. Oh yes, I went to Burning Man for 9 years. Then we had our kids. I haven't gone since, but we're going to take them. We're going to take them this year to Burning Man. And just seeing like when I got back to what a lot of people at Burning Man call the default world, I'm looking around, and instead of being like, oh, I hope those people don't judge me for being too friendly or open, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on in the world that everyone's so pissed off and angry and hostile towards each other? And then you see that you're not like doing something bad or wrong. You're actually bringing something of value to the world by putting yourself out there, by being you. And so that if someone were to judge me for making a joke, or for being light, or for saying hi to people, or for giving someone a compliment, or for speaking my mind, or for sharing something that's meaningful to me, if someone were to judge me for that, I would feel no sense of, uh-oh, I've done wrong. Uh-oh, no shame. It's just like, yeah, that's healthy. That's good. You don't want people to do that? Are you sure? So there's a sense of really not buying in the same way at all. So I hope I'm doing it justice. It's a little fuzzy. It's a hard one to explain, but I hope this helps you go a little further up that spectrum of being more liberated to be who you are in the world. Awesome. Share below what your insights are, what your comments are, and until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome.